This lighting is so good. I like normal. I don't know where this came from. Not to like nitpick myself, but like that's just how I am. But I just got home and I went to a few places. I went to Starbucks, as you can see. This is my $9 order because I'm expensive. This is a venti white iced mocha made with oat milk with caramel around the cup and vanilla cold foam. Update, I didn't see my Starbucks husband today, so that was kind of depressing. But yeah, I went to Target and Kohl's too because I needed food for tonight. And I just stopped by Kohl's just because like I love the vibes at Kohl's, okay? My mom, it just reminds me of my mom, okay? It reminds me of going with my parents. It reminds me of just like going with people that are like 3 times my age and like really wanting to go home, you know? And it's just like very nostalgic for me. I feel very safe at Kohl's. I feel very at home at Kohl's. And they had like these huge beanbag chairs, and I'm like on the hunt for one low key because, okay, so I'm the kind of person where my environment just like really matters and it really plays a part in what I'm doing. Like, for example, I'm the kind of person to where if I'm at school or if I'm like in a classroom, I'm like 10 times more likely to be more productive and more patient because I know that is the environment for that. If I try to play video games in a classroom, I just cannot. I feel like I feel anxious, you know. I don't know. I feel like this kind of behavior influences a lot of how I go about my life because it's just like, you know, like when I lay in bed, I start getting tired because every time I lay in bed, it's because I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, I'm really compulsive. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is like, I don't know. This is something that I do. I remember when I was in grade school, I literally would not let my backpack touch my bed. I don't know what it was. And I do not get under the covers of my bed. Like I don't get under the blankets unless I've showered. I can't. I feel like there's dirt everywhere. I feel like it's like gross now and I have to wash the whole thing again. But I remember in high school my logic was I'm putting my backpack on the school floor where people are like doing God knows what. And then I'm putting my backpack on there and I'm taking it home on the bus with me and then it's touching my bed. Don't get me started. But yeah, I don't know. It's very compulsive thing I do. I can't help it. And I feel like I don't know. And but yeah, the whole point is I want to get a beanbag chair because I want to like teach myself that it's a productive place. Because I want to get back into reading again. I haven't really been reading that much just because I don't really have a space to read, you know. That's why I really want like a beanbag chair so I can treat it as like a reading chair until I like move somewhere bigger because yeah, and I just want a reading chair so I can like read, you know. So like when I'm in the chair or like I'm in the beanbag chair, my brain, like my body's like, okay, it's like reading time, you know? Because otherwise I just can't focus. I don't know what it is. I just can't. But yeah, they had these big beanbag chairs, and one of them was like dinosaur design. And a low key part of me wanted to get it, but I also felt like I was just getting it just because I didn't mind the dinosaur design. But I feel like if I get a beanbag chair, I low key want to be obsessed with it. I want it to be my vibe. I want it to be like I can take it with me wherever I go. Not like literally, but you know, like if I move into a new place, then it'll match the vibes there. But yeah, I'm gonna make pasta tonight, and I got this cute pasta shape. This is the bow ties. I can't say this word, so I'm not going to. But everyone knows of this shape, but I don't know. Like today, I usually use pen pasta or like penny pasta or whatever you want to call it, tomato. But I saw these, and I was just like, that looks really cute. If I see this in a bowl covered in sauce, I will be much more likely to eat it than if it was anything else. But yeah, and at Kohl's there was like a bunch of solicitors and I was kind of like I get very like uncomfortable when people ask me for money or when people like solicitors are around me because like I don't know, they just like they get really mean when you say no to them, you know, or they like start like guilt tripping you and it's very triggering to me because like as a people pleaser it's just like they be making me feel some sort of way. Because I remember this guy, I gave him $5. And like, truthfully, like in my situation, that's the most I can give. And he was like, can you give me like one more dollar? I was like, girl, one more dollar? No, like, let me give him one more dollar. Oh, you know what I mean? That's just like such a like a power trip or like a power move or something like that. One more dollar. It's not even about the dollar anymore. But very annoying. It's just like, I don't know. I feel like solicitors are a very like dicey topic just because I feel like I don't know. Like I need money too, girl. Like, anyways, says that as I'm about to take a sip of my $9 drink. Like, girl, shut up. On the more emotional side of things, I'm changing. I'm wearing all black right now. And usually I don't wear all black. I used to wear all black, but then I stopped. I always wear black jeans though, but the top I try to be more colorful, I try to be like less edgy. But I don't know what possessed me. I bought this black shirt from Kohl's and it's like a button up and it's designed to be untucked, which I really like. It kind of has like I don't know how to describe the feel. It's kind of like silky almost. I think it's like suede. I don't know if that's the right word, but you know. And then I'm wearing these earrings. I got these off Etsy. This shop called Earring Bazooka. I got a lot of compliments on my last pair that I got from this shop, and I thought I'd tell you guys. I just get like really nervous because I'm like a gatekeeper, high key, and I get like, I don't know, when people like try to like, I feel like, I don't know. I just really like to feel special, and when people like get what I have, I don't feel special anymore. But like also, it's just like they're a small business, and I want to like support them. Anyways, I don't know. I've been I've been changing, and like it feels weird, and I don't even recognize myself sometimes because I've been like dressing more masculine, and I think I talked about this in another video, but I've been dressing more masculine. I'm embracing my masculinity more, at least in terms of like appearance, because I feel like I'm built. I feel like at least my upper torso is built very masculine, but I feel like my like my second half, my legs and stuff, I feel like are very feminine. It's like really weird. Like I have like really feminine hands. Sometimes I get like compliments on them on my tarot channel. It's kind of like awkward. And I think it's like cute and sweet, but it's just like I never thought I'd be the one to get compliments on my hands from strangers. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm like going off tangent here. But like I just feels weird. I had a dream about my ex last night. Also, there's someone that did a little reading for me on the comments on this channel, and they like commented like a whole reading for me. Just like, thank you if you're watching this. But I haven't interacted with it yet because like I didn't know what to like say, and I didn't want to just like it because I felt like that was like a lot that they type. The least I can do is like say something back. Excuse me. I'm always burping when I'm talking. It's gross. But like and I feel like I went through everything that I was gonna talk about really fast. I thought every time I'm like gonna say stuff, I overestimate how long it's gonna take me. It's been like 8 minutes and I've already said like a bulk of what's happened in my day. Like I feel like I just like move really fast. But yeah, last night oh yeah, that's what I was gonna talk about. Last night I had a dream of my ex and it was like really weird, and then I had and I'm probably gonna do some manifestation stuff tonight because I like want to manifest like more stuff, and I want more jewelry, I want more subscribers and stuff like that. And like I know like I feel like it's like hard for me to talk on camera because like I'm very sensitive to other people's opinions. I'm very sensitive to other people's criticism because like I don't want it to sound like I don't want what I'm saying to come off wrong, or I don't want to sound like I don't know what I'm talking about or something like that, because it's like I feel like I'm always like saying what other people want to hear, and like the minute I say what I want to say, like people get like really offended or like really angry with me, and it just like it's like a whole thing. I'm such a people pleaser. I'm such a like people's person, and I love like being charming and being liked. Like, but I feel like there are times where I'm just like I can't lie to you guys, you know, like I can't be fake, you know. I don't know. I feel like I don't know. Oh, okay. This is what I'm talking about now is gonna kind of like give leeway to what I really want to rant about. But as a people pleaser, like I talked about this in my last video, but it's just like I hate when people like really demonize it, you know? But I was on TikTok and I feel bad because like there's a lot of other people pleasers out there that probably feel the same way about me, you know? It's just like when you're a people pleaser and you're sensitive to other people's opinions, it's very like it hurts, at least for me, it hurts a lot when people are like people pleasing's bad or like, you know, and stuff like that, because you know, it's just like I'm very sensitive to your opinion, you know, and I don't want you to tell me like what brings me joy and what makes me happy, like, you know, is bad, you know. And I obviously there's a certain point where like people pleasing is like really self-destructive and like not a vibe, you know. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. It's just if you know what I mean, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's one of those things. But I also fixed my For You page on TikTok because literally all I was getting was like thirst traps, like of like these himbo men, and just like you open the comments and everyone's like, I don't even want to say it. Like the comments are like rated R, and it's just like so. I went through all of these TikToks and literally pressed not interested on every single one of them. I was like, girl, get this out of my face. Because I feel like I've just been like having this, I've been developing an aversion for like dating or like putting myself out there again, you know? Or like, you know, like getting back out there. Like as somebody who loves love, it's very disheartening. But at the same time, I'm just like, I've gotten so comfortable with being alone, and now that like my astrology is like you might find new love, I'm like, girl, really? I'm like at my rope's end, and now you're telling me don't get me started. And I don't know, it's just it's very frustrating. And I just like I get tired of it because people on TikTok will be like when you're this is like a prime example. There's so many like this. They'll be like, when my therapist is like, "Oh, you cutting off people," and not the low battery notification. When people are like, "Oh, like you you're cutting off is you cutting off people or you isolating yourself as a trauma response," and then they're like me cutting my therapist off. And then like the next TikTok I'll see is just like about like getting cut off randomly and ghosted by somebody. It's like, do you guys not realize that you guys are feeding into the problem and endorsing like toxic behavior and endorsing and not healing yourself, you know? Because I'll be the first to admit I'm traumatized. Okay, I have work to do on myself, if you can already tell. But you know, I try to acknowledge it and I try to be honest about it because I know like I would rather sit here and tell you what I think and like you guys think I'm crazy than me sit here and like lie to you, you know? I may be a people pleaser, but I'm not a liar. Mother would be most proud if I said that. But you know, it's just like I don't know. I feel like it's like weird because like it may sound like I'm like lying or like stretching the truth to I love when my hair does this. Like it like one strand out. It's like I think it's like very like cute. But you know, it's just I feel like people always think that like when you're a people pleaser, like you only say what other people like, you know, but I feel like it's more of like you look out for the truth or you are especially observant for the truth, you know, instead of like you know, like you just blatantly lying, you know? Because I get like really sick when I lie. I feel gross when I lie. Like my oh my gosh, my mom when I used to lie, because like every kid's done it, everyone's lied to their parents before, and if you haven't, like stop lying. But I remember when I used to lie to her, she would know. She's literally a Pisces sun Cancer moon. She knows, and she has a Virgo Venus, I think. She literally knows. But I remember I'd lie to her and she'd be like, what do I not like the most? And I'm like, don't say that. It'd be like, and I had to be like, lying. And she'd be like, that's right. Now what's the truth? And obviously because like she's Korean, it'd be like, 엄마는 뭐 제시라. I had to be like, Jimar. And it was just like, you know what I mean? Like, because of like that repetitive, like, I don't know, my mom is like, she's tiger mom mode of that. I have a Taurus moon. If you're a Taurus moon too, tell me if you feel the same way. Or if you had like the same experiences of like a tiger mom. But, you know, like I just and yeah, like just on TikTok, like these people like they endorse each other's horrible behavior, you know? Like you guys, you know, I'm not saying that I'm not part of the problem, but it's just like you guys are creating a whole other problem, and that is refusal to address the problem, you know? The dating scene right now is horrendous, especially if you're like a Gen Z. It's horrible. And like millennials I feel like are kind of like minding their own business. I feel like the only people that are like a millennial and are like not dating right now, either A, they literally chose not to because they like gave up and they're like, you know what? I just want to live in a one bed, one bath and order groceries for the rest of my life. Totally valid. And then the other millennials just like party throughout all their 20s, and now they're kind of like realizing like, oh wow, like, you know, I'm grown now. I don't know. But like that's just like my take on it, because like obviously I'm not a millennial, I'm literally 20. But as a Gen Z, I feel like Gen Z, like they don't, we know what we're doing as a whole. Actually no. We know like, I don't even know what we're doing. I don't know what Gen Z is doing right now. I literally just sit in my room all day, and then I like play with tarot cards, and then I go to my friend's house and we like play Pokemon. But yeah. Ugh. Speaking of tarot decks, there's like a bunch of new decks that I really want. And, you know, like I have to be careful about my money, because like tarot decks, they're very addicting. Okay, it's like jewelry. Because, okay, there's like a million decks that I want. Vanessa Saminer released like 3 decks, and I literally want all 3 of them. But, you know, she released this one called Below the Surface, and then the Dark Heart Tarot. I literally have to get the Dark Heart Tarot. I have to. And then I have to get Below the Surface because it's like ocean themed, and I love the ocean, you guys. I love sea animals. Okay, I love water. Anything water. I'm terrified of the ocean, but I also like love it, you know? Because they're just so cool. Like I love octopuses. Sorry. I always think about like octopi. I am looking because I have like 3 octopus plushies. Like, let me show you actually. They're like right here, so I'm just gonna pull them out. So the first one is this one. It's my octopus. This is the first one I got. Isn't it so cute? Oh my god. I forgot how obsessed with this thing I am. And then I have this really cute small one that my friend got me when we were at an aquarium. And then I have this last one. It's technically like not an octopus, but it is. It's Hank from Finding Dory. He's a septopus. That's why I said technically not. But if you guys, I've watched Finding Dory, but I haven't watched Finding Nemo. Please don't make fun of me. But I love Hank. He was my favorite character. Maybe I'll watch Finding Dory later. But we love that. I keep Hank on my nightstand just because he's so special to me. I remember when I seen him at the Disney store, I was like, I have to get this. But yeah, and that's why I really want the Below the Surface Oracle deck. It's just so beautiful. And then there's this other tarot deck. It's called the Final Rose Tarot. It's like red, and it has like gold accents, and it's romance themed. You guys, I love. I'm a Venus moon sign, okay? I'm a Taurus moon. It's so beautiful, you guys. And I've been thinking about it nonstop. I think I'm gonna get that one next when I have the funds to do so. And then there's this other one that I saw on Aso Tarot's channel. It's called Blue Earth Tarot. Oh my god. And the backs of the cards have like raindrops of like hand designs. And the edges are like silver. The whole deck is like blue, and it kind of looks like cloudy. And then there's this other oracle deck. It's called Crush of the Love Oracle. And it's just like a love theme deck, you know. It's like super cute. I want it, but like nothing about it really sticks out to me. I just love decks, you know. I love readings, you guys. They're so much fun to do. But I realize that like I try not to do them on my tarot channel, just because sometimes when I do love readings, there will be like a few comments of like saying like, oh, like don't do love readings, or like, oh, this isn't, you know. And obviously like I'll do what I want, and I know like, oh, like don't do things that you don't want to do. But I just feel like there's so many love readings, you know, or like it's like obviously clickbait, you know, or like I don't want to like feed delusions, but I like to do them here and there, you know. They're very fun to do, and they're very entertaining. I watch them all the time, even if like they don't like resonate, you know, just because it's fun, you know, it's cute to see what they might say. What else? There's this other deck, I forgot what it was called. Probably not gonna get it for a while, but it was like animal themed, and it had like, I remember there's this one card with a spider on it, and I think spiders are super cool. I have like horrible arachnophobia. Listen, I'm not one to just throw around phobias like that, but I genuinely, when I see spiders, I panic. I will start hyperventilating. I will fear for my life. My heart will stop. Like, but yeah. And I feel like that's the only true phobia I have. And I don't even think it's a phobia. Like, I still feel like I'm over exaggerating when I say that, but I'm very scared of spiders, okay? And I'll kill any bug except spiders. I will kill roaches. I will kill wasps. I will kill centipedes. I will kill anything but spiders. Spiders terrify me, you know? But spiders from afar are really cool creatures in my opinion. I feel like spiders are like the perfect predator. They're just so patient, you know, and they build a web. Oh, by the way, did you guys know that the difference between a cobweb and a spider web is that a cobweb is like disorganized and like made in a disheveled fashion, while spider webs are like, you know, like organized and meticulously like more pretty, you know? And also like they can be made from different silks. I don't know, I just googled it one day, and maybe you guys already knew, but I did not know that. But oh my gosh. But yeah, I really want those decks. I think there's a few other decks that I want, but I can't really think of them right now. So, oh, and the Midnight City Tarot, the girl who created this deck, she is releasing an Oracle deck, and I have to get that one too. It's so cute. I love that deck. And I'm probably gonna, when I author my own tarot deck, I'm probably gonna do it the way she did, because her tarot deck is based off of her journey through New York, and I want to base my tarot deck off of my journey through California, because, and I want to call it Trouble in California. Oh my gosh, it would be so cute. But there's still a lot of places I need to travel to in California before I can like start authoring it. I need to go see San Francisco because I really want to base one of the cards off the Golden Gate Bridge. I want to like explore San Francisco, maybe with someone else, because like low-key, like when you go to Oakland and stuff, I heard it's like really dangerous. Honestly, like most of California, like the major cities are pretty dangerous, but there's some good pockets. And yeah, I don't know. I moved to California maybe like in 2021. I have my diary that I wrote while I was moving here, and I'm gonna read you a few entries. I have like a bunch of diaries, you guys. Okay, here it is. It's like really spooky. I have like a bunch of diaries. I have like 10, and I filled them all out. So if you guys like the diary, you know, like sharing, you should tell me, because, you know, like, I don't know. I don't know if it's something that you guys would want to listen to. I obviously, like, if you guys are still like listening, obviously this is something that maybe you listen to, but like, you know, I just like hearing it, you know. But oh my gosh, I'm so cute. I do this thing where I like leave sticky notes everywhere. I'm like, these are the decks I want to get. This one says Spirit Speak Tarot. This one says Reclaim Oracle, Synesthesia Tarot, Penelope's Tarot, and Black Line Tarot. I got 2 of those. The other 3 I just kind of like lost touch with. Yeah, I moved in September of 2021, and I have the exact date that I left. Yeah, September 18th, 2021. It says, wow, my mom and I really packed our bags and just booked it. We're currently in a Holiday Inn right in the middle of Oklahoma City. We drove here. Can you guess which state we're in? I'm so sarcastic. Anyways, today has been really heavy and scary, but also exciting and fun. This hotel is really fun. It is so nice. I literally took a seat in the shower. I was very amazed by the fact that I was sitting in the shower. Like, what? That is like anarchy. Anyways. Oh my gosh. If you live in Oklahoma, you need to tell me, because Oklahoma City was so scary. The driving there is terrifying. I don't care. I drive all through like LA and stuff, but I still wholeheartedly believe Oklahoma is scarier. I don't know what it is about Oklahoma. I did not like it there. If you like Oklahoma, like, I'm sorry, it's just it really scared me. But everyone was like laughing at me when I was there because like we had like a Kentucky license plate and we were like in Oklahoma. They're like, "What are you doing here?" Anyways. And then September 19th, it was like a few days worth of driving to get to California, obviously, because we drove from Kentucky. I used to live in Kentucky. Oh my gosh, this was my favorite entry. I always talk about this entry on my tarot channel, but okay. September 20th, 2021. Between you and I, the Grand Canyon is pretty awesome. We went to the Grand Canyon. But I feel like viewing it is too controlled. You're just at the top looking down while people chatter about literally everything but the spectacle next to them. I sat down, and when people stop talking and walking, you get this amazing silence. And said silence is so sure of itself. It's so full and powerful, and it kind of caused me a crisis because nature makes me realize how fabricated my life is. It's so artificial and so controlled, almost as if it isn't even my own, nor the one I'm meant to live. I thought a lot about the Colorado River today because it is the exact same size as it was all those years ago. It did as it pleased and created something beautiful, something that has caused it to be laudable for centuries. And it really inspired me because if I go with my flow, everything will cave into me, no matter how solid it seems. But yeah. Um, I kind of understand why people live in Arizona because once you pass I said the ghetto, it is so beautiful. I get it. Yeah, the only reason I said that is because we were driving through Arizona and the first half of it was so scary because literally the roads were so bad and like there was nothing from miles, and when there was something from miles, it was like billboards of like Native American stuff, and it's like I've watched documentaries on what they're doing to the Native Americans over there. It's not pretty, at least what I've learned. Obviously that's like a controversial topic. I'm very ignorant about it, but like I just know that Native Americans are very disrespected on their own turf, and I hate that for them. Yeah, and then we got to LA. Yeah, I love this diary. I feel like this was my most polished diary. I feel this was like a really important era of my life, and I love how it's literally a book. Okay, it's my favorite diary. I had so much fun when I was writing in this one. It's very spooky though because looking at it for what it is, time passes by so quick. I was talking about this to my friend the other day because I can't believe it's like been a few years since all that went down. I don't know, this is gonna be my second year in California. And like I'm sure you guys know, but like I'm alone here. I don't have any family. And when you don't, I'm sure some of you guys know what I mean because I know a lot of you guys also like cut off your family. But when you live by yourself and you aren't around people that you're used to being around, and you kind of have a fresh start of who you are, it like induces a crisis. I don't know how to explain it. Like for a really long, like right as I said, like I'm changing again. I don't know who I am right now, and not like in a kind of like I would say it's an identity crisis, but I don't think it's that bad. I just think it's that I'm like becoming more comfortable with a part of myself that I was ashamed of for a really long time. I have like the worst headache now. I don't know why. Drinks a cup of sugar and I'm like, I have a headache. Anyways, but yeah, I don't know, like I just want to say, like, if you're going through a lot of changes in your life too, here's what I do. This is what I do when I'm going through a lot of change, because I've gone through some pretty big changes in my life. What I do in Korean, I say 할 수 있는 것만 해, which is like do what you can, only do what you can. And I've been doing this thing where when I start freaking out, I literally pause where I'm at. I'm like, I'm safe right now. Like this moment, like I have my whole life right now. I have the rest of time right now to just calm down and not be overwhelmed. And it's truly one of the most liberating things I've ever done. I feel like I finally learned how to live in the moment, or to retreat into the moment is what I say. And, like, overcome adversity and teach myself new things, because as much as I like to act like a know-it-all, or act like I know everything, or act like I'm just like well informed, I really am still, I don't know anything. And I don't mean that in a humble way. I'm literally just trying to learn. But yeah. Also, I was gonna tell you guys, so here's my rose quartz. I showed you guys in one video. I got this point one day, and I'm so glad I did. I sleep with it now, and I genuinely do feel like it's made a difference. I want a citrine point now, like the clear ones. So beautiful. I love citrine. I think it's my birthstone. No, my birthstone's topaz. I'm a November baby, but I love citrine. I really want the clear one, and I also heard it attracts money. Absolutely. Get that in my house. But it's kind of hard to find them, and I'm a little bit wary about buying crystals online, simply because, like, I just feel like it's one of those things where I want to hold it before I, like, purchase it, And also because I really like supporting the local crystal shops that I have, like, in my area. There's this one place called Missy's, and oh my gosh, it's so fabulous. But yeah, I really like it. And oh, also, I wanted to show you my Pokemon, because I've been playing Pokemon lately. I've been playing Heart Gold, and I was like really excited to tell you guys about it. I'm gonna pull out my 3DS, and I just want to show you guys real quick. At this point, it's been 30 minutes. If you're still sticking around, I'm assuming you'll be willing to listen to anything, and if you're not, I'm sorry. But yeah, I love talking to you guys. I love that you guys actually care about, or like want to listen to what I have to say. But because, like, on my other channel, like, I noticed my rambles are getting longer and longer and longer. Like, they used to only be like a minute long, and then they started becoming like an upwards of like 5 to 10 minutes. And I was like, dude, like, this is a whole separate channel kind of vibe. But yeah, okay. So the Pokemon I have so far are Misdreavus, Typhlosion, Jumpluff, and Smeargle. I want to get a water type, but I don't know what. I was gonna get a Cloyster, but like low-key, I like fell out of love with it, at least for the moment. But I love the natures. So my Mischievous is timid and it's very finicky. My Typhlosion is hardy and likes to relax. And my Jumpluff is bold and highly curious. Are those not all me? I love my Mischievous because, like, I just think it's so cute. Like, come on now. And I'm so happy. And it was like I got the perfect nature on the first try. I was like so happy. But so far, yeah, my Mischievous is definitely my favorite team member right now. Usually every time I go through Heart Gold, I like use the same team, and I just wanted to be different this time. I wanted to be a little bit unique. And also my Smeargle, I'm like going through all the trouble in the world to teach it the perfect moves. I needed to learn Spore and Nightmare. I don't care. I have to. But yeah, there's that. Thank you for listening to that. But yeah. And I also ordered more jewelry. I got the gold version of this chain. This is like the HRH collection chain. I love HRH collection. I can't say that I like agree with everything she says, but like obviously because she's like double my age, but I love her jewelry. I love her line. And she's a small business. But yeah. I don't know. I feel like I've been like really nervous or kind of like apprehensive to kind of express a lot of my true opinions on here, because like I said, like when I'm saying it, it makes sense, but I can see how other people would like disagree with me, or how other people, and I know it sounds like I'm being neurotic and I'm like overthinking about it when it's really not that big of a deal. But like truthfully, like it's something that I take a lot of, like it's something that I think about a lot, because I never want to be disliked, or I never want people to feel like that I'm being ignorant or I'm being a bigot or something, because I'm very open to changing my opinions. I'm very open to new ideas, especially because I feel like when I was like younger, I was like really close-minded, and there were times where I said things that were very inappropriate and not okay. And yeah, I feel like I grown out of that. And like I just feel like liking some of the things that I do, like people get like really controversial about it, like I don't know, like it's a really big deal who we look up to right now. But like for me, I guess the only reason I really like HRH collections because like I feel like she says a lot of the things that are on her mind, or she says what she wants to say and like not what the collective wants to hear, you know? And like obviously like I feel like once again that presents a lot of like holes in like what I've been saying. But like what I'm trying to say is like I feel like there's a lot of people that are famous now that are like not a vibe. Like I don't know. Like I feel like every famous person has like at least said like a racial slur or like caused drama, and it's like kind of like why do we make these people famous? You know. But you know, if you like HRH collection too, like let me know because I save her clips on my like how do what do I say my albums. It's so much fun. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I just like I don't like the idea of people thinking I'm like cuz like I feel like no matter how much I tell you guys, no matter how much I like disclose things about myself, I feel like there will still be like a level of where you still don't know me, you know? But, you know, like I just like I really have good intentions for this channel, and I really just like want to come about it in a way that's like, hey, this is my opinion, this is what I think, but also in a way that's like, but I'm open to people like arguing with me and people like, you know, disagreeing with me, you know, because like not everyone has to like me. But like also that like really disturbs me because I'm like, what do you mean? Like I just hate not being liked, you know? But like also like it kind of depends on who it is that's not liking me. I don't know. I feel like this video is like all over the place. Like, ugh. I think that's all I have. My head is starting to really hurt, and I just like want to lay down on the floor and play Pokemon. And yeah, I hope you liked this video. I hope I don't know. I feel like there was nothing to have learned from this video. I feel like there was I feel like I was just like going in circles the whole time. But yeah, that's all I have. I love you. Bye.